Okay, so let's start. So hope you have attempted the unit test first, and the questions were so easy that even by reading the study material or even by simply referring the study material, also you can easily solve that. Okay, so once maybe after 2 3 days, once we will complete this chapter, then we'll solve all the questions in front of you only, so you can understand how to answer the questions when there is variations. Okay, so mostly what happens whenever MCQ kind of questions are there, I'm not talking simply about our test or your university exam, any kind of exam. So basically not simple exams, good exams. Suppose if you want to try for IBPS, or if you want to try for MPSC or UPSC or any other competitive exams. So whenever there is a MCQ type of questions are there, just a minute. Okay, so whenever there is a good kind of exams are there, so MCQs are not framed in a simple way. I mean, for example, if anyone will try to frame an MCQ, any examiner, and you know that for an MCQ there is one correct option. Okay, so there will be a one correct option and three wrong options are there. So apart from correct option, they will not set the wrong options randomly. If suppose correct answer is a 10, so another options will not be like this 20, 30, 40, or 5, 15, 20. Okay, these are not selected randomly. Okay, in case of good exams, they are selected based on the proper analysis. Proper analysis means what? If I will solve the question in one way, in a first way, so I can get answer 5, then they will put the option as a 5. If I will try to solve the question by second method, and if answer will be 10, which is the correct one, then they will put the answer as a 10 MCQ option. If I will try to solve in another third method, and will get the number as a 15, then they will put the option as a 15. So what I want to tell, they will judge the psychology. In a good kind of exams, the answers are based on the psychology. Obviously one will be correct option, but another options are not random, these are framed as per the psychology. If anyone will try to go another way, so what will be the probable answer he will reach? Not a correct answer, but what will be the answer? That options will be there. Okay, so whenever you will go for any kind of exams like an IBPS, for example, IBPS, there is aptitude exam. So in aptitude exam also, the MCQs or answers are framed like that ways. Okay, so anywhere you follow any method, you will get at least one out of these four options. Getting it? Okay, getting a correct answer is a different way, but anyway if you solve it by wrong method also, still that option will be there for which you got the answer. Are you getting? So this is what uh, the good MCQs are framed to play with the psychology. Okay, so whenever you will solve MCQs, don't take it lightly. Options are framed in a that way. Okay, so that any way you go, right way or wrong way, you will get your answer in that four options. Okay, and automatically you will tick that without thinking is it a correct or wrong. Okay, so whenever answering, think twice at least before answering. Okay, so let's start. So today's lecture is going to be a very important, because as I told in the last lecture also, we are starting from today with the numericals. Okay, so try to make a notes during lecture now, hence onwards, because till date we have just seen the theory part. And theory part, if you will not make the notes also, and if you will try to revise or just try to read the things once again at the time of exam, then also you will be able to recall. But numericals are not that much easy, or routine numericals. Okay, as you may be solved in your another subjects or in your BCom or in a degree part. Okay, these numericals are quite different numericals, right? So whenever I'm telling something, if you will not understand anything, or if you want to note it down, so try to make the notes of it. Okay, so it will really help. Second thing, as I told, though we are starting with the numericals, don't have that mindset that Possibly, mostly we will go with the MCQ kind of exam, final exam, university exam. So these MCQs, in that MCQs, this numericals will not be there. Okay, this is not the thing. Our subject is completely, as I told, 95% it is a numerical kind of subject. And let it be MCQ, but in the MCQ also you will get the numericals. Okay, solving the numericals when you are having conventional questions like question of 5 marks, 10 marks, that time you are having the marks for the steps also. But in the MCQ, when there are numericals, you must have a correct answer, then only you will get the marks. Okay, same question if I will ask for conventional, I will allocate 5 marks. Same question when I will allocate numerical question for MCQ, I will allocate 1 mark. Are you getting the things? For 1 mark also you need same efforts. What are the efforts you are going to have for the 5 marks? Okay, so listen it carefully. This is going to be an important one. Okay, just understand how to answer the question. Methods are very very easy. Okay, so we are going to study about the linear programming. And in the linear programming, basically there are so many methods are there for solution: graphical and simplex, two phase, big m. Okay, last time it was there, but being a very difficult methods, then I have removed that another methods, and we have kept only one simple one, graphical method. Okay, so first of all we will understand what is the meaning of linear programming, and then slowly we'll try to solve the numericals. Now hence onwards, what we are going to do whenever we are having a lecture, once I'll teach some 2 3 numericals. Apart from that, I will give you homework with additional 2 3 numericals. Okay, so before next lecture or next session, you will have to solve that numericals and get the correct answer. Try to get the correct answer. Okay, if you practice by your own, then only these things are possible. Okay, right. Okay, so for our syllabus we are having only graphical solution for the linear programming. Basically there are two things are there: model formulation and graphical solution. Okay, so first of all we'll understand model formulation, and then we'll understand the graphical solution. Right, so these things we are going to study: model formulation, then characteristics, assumption, advantage, and graphical solution. Okay, right. So linear programming, okay, याचा अर्थ असा नाही की याच्यामध्ये like you are having any computer programming or etc. Okay, it is a mathematical programming. Okay, programmingचा अर्थ not it is limited to the computers. Programming in the sense logic development. Okay, programming is nothing but the only logic development. So here also you are going to develop mathematical logic. Okay, that you will understand to get the solution. Okay, right. So this we are going to see the first statement will explain everything. Just a minute. Right, so see, in any kind of business, now we'll understand. See, whenever we are learning any new topic, we are understanding first of all the reason why we are studying it. Okay, so any kind of business, now you are going to be as a manager or a businessman or an entrepreneur, so you will have two things always in your mind, irrespective of kind of business. म्हणजे तुमचा बिझनेस कोणत्या टाईपचा आहे, प्रोडक्ट काय आहे, basic, what is the basic thing that will derive your business or your entrepreneurship? So maximization of profit. Are you getting? Okay, so see, and there is only one thing that is a driving force for the business or any kind of thing work. You should get something in your hand, something in your hand that is a positive. Okay, I mean profit. Let it be in the form of salary if you are having a job, or let it be in the form of profit if you are having your own business. Okay, so always everyone, any kind of owner or business owner or company owner or the person who is having a job, he or she will always try to maximize the gains. Okay, in another words we can see maximize the gains. ठीक है ना? Everyone, what is the intention of everyone? To get maximum profit. Okay, to get maximum gain. राईट. आता याच्यामध्ये प्रॉफिट मिळवण्यासाठी भरपूर ऑप्शन आहेत. एकतर पहिलं काय, इन द लास्ट लेक्चर ऑल्सो आय टोल्ड यू, एखादा प्रोडक्ट तुम्ही सेल करतायत ₹10. ओके, यू आर सेलिंग द प्रोडक्ट ऍट द ₹10, आणि मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग कॉस्ट सपोज इट इज 9 रुपीज. 9 रुपये त्याची मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग कॉस्ट आहे, टोटल मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग कॉस्ट, आणि सेल कितीला करताय? 10 रुपयाला. तर नेट प्रॉफिट काय झाला? 1 रुपये. ओके, नाव यू वॉन्ट टू इन्क्रीज द प्रॉफिट. त्याच्यामध्ये दोन ऑप्शन आहेत. व्हॉट इज द टू ऑप्शन्स आर देअर? आयदर यू इन्क्रीज द सेलिंग प्राइस ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. 10 रुपयाला जे प्रोडक्ट विकतायत ते 12 रुपयाला विका. प्रॉफिट मार्जिन विल रेज बाय 2 रुपीज. ओके, नेट प्रॉफिट विल बी +3 रुपीज. ठीक आहे ना. मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग कॉस्ट तेवढीच ठेवली 9 रुपये, आणि सेलिंग प्राइस तुम्ही वाढवताय, इट इज गोइंग 12 रुपीज. सो यू विल हॅव ऍडिशनल प्रॉफिट. इफ इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल, अनदर ऑप्शन इज देअर. मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग कॉस्ट किती आहे? 9 रुपये. सो ट्राय टू मिनिमाइज द मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग कॉस्ट. येते लक्षात? याचं काय की इन्व्हेस्टमेंट कमी करा, और ट्राय टू मिनिमाइज द मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग कॉस्ट. जे प्रोडक्ट तुम्ही 9 रुपयामध्ये मॅन्युफॅक्चर करताय, ट्राय टू मॅन्युफॅक्चर इन 8 रुपीज. Okay, cost cutting. Maybe try to reduce the waste, maybe try to reduce the manpower. Okay, whatever you possible. If you reduce the investment, automatically net profit margin will increase. जे प्रोडक्ट तुम्ही 9 रुपयामध्ये मॅन्युफॅक्चर करून 10 रुपयाला विकत होता, ते आता 8 रुपयामध्ये मॅन्युफॅक्चर करून 10 रुपयाला विकताय. प्रॉफिट इज 2 रुपीज. ओके, सो टू ऑप्शन्स आर देअर. Increase the cost of product, or else decrease the investment or the manufacturing cost. Okay, same is mentioned here. Maximizing the profit in the first line, or minimizing the cost. Costचा अर्थ काय झाला? Investment cost. Okay, invested cost or the manufacturing cost. Okay, so this is called as objective of anything. This is called as a objective of any business, or if a person is doing a job, what he will try to do. म्हणजे 12 तास काम करून जर 50,000 सॅलरी मिळत असेल, तर हाऊ ही विल इन्क्रीज हिज प्रॉफिट? आयदर with the same 12 hours work, he will try for 60,000 rupees salary, or with the 6 hours of work, if he is getting a 50,000 salary, then also it is profitable. Getting it? Okay, so two ways, either upper side, or else at the downside. Two ways you can try for that, and you will be in a profit. Okay, right. Now, simply thinking about the profit is not that much easy. Getting प्रॉफिट, आता जसं तुम्हाला दोन ऑप्शन सांगितले, एक तर प्रोडक्टची कॉस्ट रेज करा, किंवा मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग कॉस्ट मिनिमाइज करा. सो इमिडिएटली वी कॅनॉट गो फॉर दॅट. आता याचं लिमिटेशन काय? विदाउट एनी चेंजेस, इफ यू इन्क्रीज द कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्ट, 10 रुपयाचा प्रोडक्ट आजपर्यंत 10 रुपयाला विकते, अचानक उद्या 12 रुपयाला विकायला लागला तुम्ही, व्हॉट विल हॅपन? डिमांड विल गो डाऊन. Okay, demand will go down. Why? Because quality of the product is same type of product, unnecessarily you are increasing the selling cost, so it will be burden on the customer, so sales will go down, and ultimately again you will come down to losses. Okay, getting it? And without any reason also, without any proper analysis, you cannot cut down the manufacturing cost. ठीक है ना? Without, if you are having, if you don't have any solid reason, if you will cut down the manufacturing cost, that means you need to adjust somewhere with the quality, right? So without compromising this thing, if you are able to do that, then only you will be in a profit. Getting it? Okay, so आता याच्यामध्ये काय आलं? रेस्ट्रिक्शन आले. आर यू गेटिंग? म्हणजे 10 रुपयाची प्रोडक्ट तुम्ही 12ला सेल करायला, इफ व्हॉट आय वॉन्ट टेल दॅट, you are suppose increasing the selling price of product from 10 rupees to 12 rupees. If you don't have any solid reason, you cannot go for that. If you don't have solid reason, you cannot go for that. Now there is a restriction. What we call this as a restriction. Without any changes, without any solid reason, you cannot go for that. एखाद्या प्रोडक्ट मध्ये चेंजेस केलाय, क्वालिटी इन्क्रीज केली, तर you can go for 10 to 12. Okay, so here is a constraint. याच्यामध्ये काय आलं? रेस्ट्रिक्शन आलं. हे आर यू गेटिंग? विदाउट एनिथिंग यू कॅनॉट increase the selling price. Without any another thing, you cannot decrease the manufacturing cost. This is called as restriction. येते लक्षात? So this, with by thinking the restriction, you will have to be in a profitable. You want to be in a profit. Okay, so this is called as a constraint. This is called as a constraint, which is mentioned in the second line. Okay, and this maximizing the profit and minimizing the cost, these two terms are called as objective. These two terms are called as a objective. Are you getting? Okay, so maximizing the profit or minimizing the cost. The cost is meaning investment cost. Maximizing the profit or minimizing the cost is called as objective. And to get that objective, you need to work in a constraint. Work in a constraint म्हणजे काय? For example, suppose दररोज तुम्ही 100 प्रोडक्ट्स मॅन्युफॅक्चर करताय. ओके, 12 तास दररोज इंडस्ट्री किती तास वर्क होते? 12 तास. आणि 12 तास वर्क करून दररोज 100 प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चर होत आहे आणि दररोजचा प्रॉफिट 1000 रुपये आहे. ओके, now what you want to do, you want to increase the profit. For that you want to increase the manufacturing or the production. Okay, what I told you, just will just a minute, I'll write here so that you will see it. Okay, initial selling price kide, suppose 10 rupees. Are you getting? Okay, now this 10 rupees you want to change it to 12 rupees. Okay, so for that suppose daily production is currently 100 units. Okay, and to get this 12 rupees profit, what you want, increase in the production to the suppose 200 units. Okay, now this increase in the selling price, it means it is a profit. Okay, so this is your objective. Getting a profit is your objective, right? Then now for that, to get this objective, you want to increase your production 100 units to 200 units. Okay, is it so easy that you can immediately increase the production? There are some restrictions. Okay, what are the restrictions? Currently suppose you are working 12 hours a day. If you want 200 units production, you have to work 24 hours a day. So one restriction. Getting? Okay, second restriction is what? Second restriction is what? Is same kind of. Now here, what is the restriction? You cannot go beyond 24 hours. You cannot go beyond. This is the maximum limit, 24 hours. For example, another thing, suppose here I'll say, let's take an example of manpower, right? So daily, suppose you are using manpower of suppose 10 people are working daily, right? Now you want to increase the production. So in that case, what you want, 20 people. You getting? But your size of the industry or your infrastructure is such that you can only accommodate 15 people. Only accommodate 15 people. Is it a restriction? So these two things are called as a restriction or constraint. This is called as objective. Okay, but to get this objective, you have this restriction. So what you want to do now, you have to go for production of 200 units within 24 hours. One restriction. And with only maximum 15 people, because you cannot go for 20 people, right? So this is called as objective, and these are the kinds of constraints. Okay, that's what it is given here, constraint, right? Now and see, that way only we are going to formulate linear programming problem. Okay, so now instead of going in the procedure, I'll explain you with one example. Let's see how it is different. Let's take an example. Okay, so there is a one company. Okay, understand it properly, very easy, and I am explaining it with a very simple example. Okay, there is a one company, and suppose let's take a company name as, what you can say, Tata Motors. Right, now this Tata Motor is having two products. Okay, they are manufacturing two products. First is product A. Let's take an example. Product in the sense, consider this as an vehicles. Okay, they are having two products, product A and product B, right? Let's make it very simple. Now profit per product, त्याचा अर्थ काय झाला, एक प्रोडक्ट जर सेल केला तर त्याचा प्रॉफिट किती आहे? For example, if they will say one product of A, so it is rupees. Let's take it as suppose 10 and rupees 20. Okay, are you getting the meaning respectively? If they will sell one product of A, they will get a profit of rupees 10. If they will sell one product of B, they will get a profit of rupees 20. Okay, now, let's make it interactive. See, you are having only these things. Tata Motor manufacturing two products A and B. If they will sell one product of A, they will get a profit of 10 rupees. If they will sell one product of B, they will get a profit of 20 rupees. Okay. Now, just answer me blindly without any another details. If suppose I will ask, what is your opinion? Which product should this Tata Motor manufacture? Product A or product B? What is your answer? That Tata Motor should go for which product? For see, obviously, objective is what? Maximizing the profit. प्रत्येकाचा ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह काय असणार आहे मॅक्सिमायझिंग द प्रॉफिट बट विथ दिस डिटेल कॅन यू एबल टू टेल मी दॅट टाटा मोटर विल प्रेफर विच प्रोडक्ट टू मॅन्युफॅक्चर व्हॉट इज युअर आन्सर
B product.
सिम्पल राईट बी प्रोडक्ट बिकॉज सी एक जर ए चा प्रोडक्ट सेल केला तर 10 रुपये मिळतात बी चा जर एक सेल केला तर 20 रुपये मिळतात सो इफ दे विल मॅन्युफॅक्चर 10 rupees they will have 200 rupees in a B and only 100 rupees in A. So blindly you will say the because with this information simply you can say manufacture only B products. Now you as a manager, this is your decision. Okay, you as a manager, this is your decision that simply go for manufacturing of product B. Okay, see, managers are there only to get maximum things out of the production, means maximum profit or minimum investment. How to do that, that is a part of technical team. Okay, but your job is to just fulfill the objective. An objective is to get the maximum profit. Okay, now here simply you will say that manufacture only product B because it is giving the double profit of A. Okay, now I will give some another additional information. Okay, now two products are there, A and B. Profit is rupees 10 and profit is rupees 20. Okay, so we'll put it in a table form so we can understand it easily. Okay, so I'll put here products. So first product is A, second product is B. Okay, profit of product A is rupees 10 per piece and profit of product B is rupees 20 per piece. Okay, that is the information we are having currently. Okay, with this information you will simply say let's go for manufacturing only B. This will be your answer. Okay, now next thing, I'll just go on adding the information and you will get the things properly. Right. Okay. So these are the products A and B, and profit is rupees 20 and rupees 10. Okay. Now see, this product A is manufactured on a two machine, and product B is also manufactured on the two machine. Okay. So here I will write it as machine P. Okay. So this is the machine P and this is machine Q. Okay, understand it simply, don't get confused. Okay, meaning simple आहे, दोन प्रोडक्ट आहेत ए अँड बी. ए जर प्रोडक्ट सेल केला तर ₹10 चा प्रॉफिट होते, बी जर प्रोडक्ट सेल केला तर ₹20 चा प्रॉफिट होते. आता प्रोडक्ट ए जो आहे तो मशीन पी आणि मशीन क्यू या दोन्ही मशीनवर मॅन्युफॅक्चर केला जातो. ओके, अगोदर मशीन पी वर नंतर मशीन पी वर क्यू वर. ओके, and product B is also manufactured on the P and on the Q. Getting? Okay, so if product A is processed on the machine P, it takes time of 2 hours. लक्षात येते. ए प्रोडक्ट मशीन पी वर प्रोसेस करण्यासाठी किती वेळ लागतो? 2 तास, आणि मशीन क्यू वर प्रोसेस करण्यासाठी लागतात 3 तास. ओके. सिमिलरली जर बी प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चर करायचं आहे, ओके, इफ यू वॉन्ट टू मॅन्युफॅक्चर द बी प्रोडक्ट ऑन मशीन पी, right? So on machine P it requires 4 hours, and on machine Q it requires 9 hours. Okay, now understand it simply. Okay, A requires 2 hours on P and 3 hours on the Q. लक्षात घ्या, प्रत्येक प्रोडक्ट हा दोन्ही मशीनवरून पास व्हायला पाहिजे, फक्त एका मशीनवर करता येत नाही. ओके ओके, हॅव अंडरस्टूड अप टू दिस? व्हेरी सिंपल. ओके, 2 products A and B, 2 machine P आणि Q. A product profit 10 रुपये, B product profit 20 रुपये. A product 2 तास machine P, 3 hours machine Q. B product 4 hours machine P, 9 hours machine Q. Okay, now tell me the answer. Okay, you are having only this much information. Now tell me which product you will prefer to manufacture. Again you want to be in a profitable. Okay, again you want to be in a profitable. Now you have some additional information, time of processing, and now you tell me which product you will prefer to manufacture. Getting the things? Okay, now it will ask you to think. Now it will ask you to think. आता या पहिल्या केस मध्ये जेव्हा when you are having only this much information, selling price नुसार, immediately you told product B is okay. Now additionally I have given this information, processing time. Now it has taken a time to answer. Okay, now it is quite difficult to say immediately that we can manufacture only B. कशामुळे? सिंपल आहे. ए ला मॅन्युफॅक्चर करायला टोटल किती तास लागते? 5 तास. एक प्रोडक्ट ए चा किती वेळामध्ये निघतोय? 5 तासामध्ये. आणि बी चा 9 + 4 13 hours. Means for product A you require 5 hours and product B you require 13 hours. Now additional parameter has made us confused. Getting it? Okay, टाइम पॅरामीटर ऍड झाल्यामुळे काय झालं? बी ला प्रॉफिट जास्त आहे, ऑब्विसली डबल प्रॉफिट आहे, बट टाइम इज ऑल्सो अबाउट सपोज मोर दॅन डबल. नाउ इट विल कन्फ्यूज अस, इट विल कन्फ्यूज अस. ओके, सी अशा प्रकारे जर मी याच्यामध्ये इन्फॉर्मेशन ऍड करत गेलो, आता मशीन पी क्यू टाकलं, नंतर मी वर्कर्स जर ऍड करत गेलो, ओके, इफ आय विल गो ऑन ऍडिंग द इन्फॉर्मेशन इट विल बिकम व्हेरी व्हेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. ओके, and see, in the industry that's how it works. You are having so many parameters, you are having so many parameters. Okay, simple thing I will tell you. For example, let's will not make it more complicated. You are having a 4 semester pattern. Okay, you are having a 4 semester pattern. Now see, what is the condition to complete the degree? Sorry, suppose you are in a first year. What is the condition to enter in a second year? Condition to enter in a second year that you should pass the first year exam. I mean semester 1 also and semester 2 also. Getting it? Okay, suppose you are having 10 subjects in the first year, 5 in first sem, 5 in second sem, to total 10 subjects. Out of that you will pass 7 subject. Okay, still you are able to enter in a second year, because there is a concept of ATKT. So you will enter in a second year, right? So now you will complete the second year also, you will complete the second year also. But now the thing is that you have cleared the all the subjects of second year, but still that 3 subjects of first year are pending. Are you able to get the degree? No. Why? There is a restriction is that you must complete all semester, all years completely. Getting it? Okay, so this is called as a constraints, this is called as a restriction. Okay, for example, आता इंजिनिअरिंग मध्ये कशी कंडिशन आहे? 4 years are there. इफ यू क्लिअर फर्स्ट इयर विथ एटीकेटी ऑल्सो, नो प्रॉब्लेम, तुम्हाला सेकंड इयर मध्ये ऍडमिशन मिळेल. इफ यू क्लिअर द सेकंड इयर यू विल गेट ऍडमिशन इन थर्ड इयर. दिस इज अ प्लेन रूल. फर्स्ट इयर क्लिअर करा, सेकंड इयर मध्ये ऍडमिशन मिळेल. सेकंड इयर क्लिअर करा, थर्ड इयरला ऍडमिशन मिळेल. थर्ड इयर क्लिअर करा, फोर्थ इयरला ऍडमिशन मिळेल. बट if you are having pending backlog of first year, if you are having pending backlog of first year, you will not get admission in third year. येते लक्षात. फर्स्ट इयरची एटीकेटी तुम्ही सेकंड इयर पर्यंत क्लिअर करू शकताय, बट यू कॅनॉट टेक इट टू द थर्ड इयर. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज अ restriction, right? So that's what is happening here. Additional information is putting the restriction on the decision making. Here you have taken simple decision, manufacture only B, because it is giving the double profit, it is giving the more profit. But now this time factor has made us to think again. Okay, now what I'll say here, I will add one more parameter, total. Daily machine P, daily machine P, you can use maximum for 12, 20 hours. Machine Q, daily you can use maximum for 22 hours. Again restriction. The machine P दिवसातनं किती वेळ यूज करू शकता तुम्ही? 20 तास. Machine P Q दिवसातनं किती वेळ यूज करू शकताय? 22 hours. So beyond that you cannot go. Beyond that you cannot go. If suppose this restriction will not be there, let's make it. Okay, let's just, I'll make it red. Consider that this restriction is not there. Okay, याचा मीनिंग काय झाला? फक्त एवढीच इन्फॉर्मेशन आहे. सो यू कॅन मॅन्युफॅक्चर एनी नंबर ऑफ ए अँड एनी नंबर ऑफ बी. येते लक्षात. तुम्हाला टाइमचं पॅरामीटर रेस्ट्रिक्शन आहे का? की मशीन पी किती वेळ यूज करू शकते असं? बिलकुल नाही. ओके, 24/7 you can run the machine P and machine Q, and you can manufacture any number of A and any number of B, and you can increase your profit margin. येते लक्षात. सिंपल. मशीन पी ला लिमिटेशन आहे का किती वेळ यूज करायची? नाही. मॅक्सिमम किती टाइम आहे? 24 hours. So you can run 24/7. But now I have added additional parameter. काय? Machine P you can use maximum for 20 hours. Machine Q you can use for 22 hours. Again there is a limitation. Again there is a limitation. Okay, getting it? Okay, so this is called as a constraint. This is called as constraint. आता याच्यामध्ये काय? Machine P constraint is this column. Machine Q constraint is this column. Getting it? What is your objective? Objective is to manufacture maximum number of product of A and B, because as the production will increase, your profit will increase. Okay, but you have limitations. You have limitations for that, right? Okay, so how to simplify this? And that's what nothing but the linear programming problem. Okay, see, now I will simply make it very, very easy. आता तुमच्या याच्यामध्ये डिसिजन काय? सो व्हॉट इज द प्रॉब्लेम? What you want to decide as a manager? How many number of A and how many number of B? Simple. What is your question? How many products can be manufactured? Because if you want to calculate the profit, you need the number of products. How many number of products can be manufactured to get maximum profit? Simple. Okay, so this is your question. This is your question. How many number of or how many products can be manufactured to get maximum profit? Okay, A चे किती product manufacture करायचे आणि B चे किती product manufacture करायचे? Randomly you cannot say the numbers, because here is the limitation. Here is the limitation, right? So this is what called as linear programming problem. Very, very easy. Okay, framing the problem is only important. Framing the problem is only important. Are you getting the meaning? आता हे तुम्हाला जे टेबल मध्ये मी राईटअप करून दिलंय, प्रोडक्ट, मशीन पी, मशीन की, प्रॉफिट. ओके, दिस विल बी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ स्टेटमेंट and you will have to convert it into the format of table. Okay, solution is a different part, right? At least you should be able to prepare the table. Okay, okay, so first of all let me understand, are you getting the things? Have you got the things? Reply me. Have you got the problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay, simple. If you are not got, I'll repeat, but without understanding will not go ahead. Getting? Right. Simple thing याच्यामध्ये ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह काय? प्रॉफिट मॅक्सिमाइज करायचं आहे. ओके, कसा मॅक्सिमाइज करणार प्रॉफिट? Increase the production of A and B. Increase the production of A and B. But can you manufacture any number of product? No. Here is the problem. Machine P 20 hours, machine Q 22 hours. Only this much you can use. Okay. So this statement, profit statement, is your objective. This is your objective. And this table is saying the restriction. It is called as a constraints. That is called as a constraint. Okay. So now see, simply I will solve this. Very easy. Okay. So what is your problem now? Your problem is how many number of product of A and how many number of product of B. Okay. That is called is your objective. Let's understand. I think I have another one also. Okay. Only one is there. No problem. Let's take. See. So what I'll say here. Okay. Now, what is your problem? How many number of product of A and how many number of product of B? Okay, simply I'll say, let's consider, let's consider X number of product of capital A and Y number of product of capital B. Okay, easy. A चे किती product manufacture करणार? X and B Y. Okay, randomly I am considering. Okay, let's consider X number of product of A. This is what your question. Profit calculate करायचा ना, किती profit होईल तो. Okay, but before that you will have to understand how many number of products of A. Okay, how many number of products of A. Okay, or simply I can write the question like this also. What will be maximum profit? What will be maximum profit? Clear? What will be maximum profit? Total profit तुम्हाला maximum profit किती होईल? मग तुम्ही फक्त product A manufacture करा, or you can manufacture only B, or you can manufacture some number of A and some number of B. But what you want ultimately, what will be the maximum profit? आता maximum profit calculate करायचं असेल काय करावं लागेल? You need to first of all understand how many number of product of A and how many number of product of B. Okay, let's make it simple. I'll say that, just a minute. Okay, I'll say that X number of product of A and Y number of product of B. Okay, simple. ठीक आहे. याचा अर्थ काय झाला? ए चे किती प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चर करणार आहेत? एक्स. बी चे प्रोडक्ट किती मॅन्युफॅक्चर करणार आहेत? वाय. ओके, ठीक आहे. नाउ with this statement, can somebody tell me what will be the maximum profit? See, you got the number of products now. You got the number of products. What will be maximum? ए चे किती प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चर करणार आहेत? एक्स. बी चे किती मॅन्युफॅक्चर केले? वाय. ओके, per product profit माहिती आहे 20 rupees, 10 rupees, 10 rupees, 20 rupees. So can anybody tell me what will be the maximum profit? A च्या एका प्रोडक्ट बरोबर ₹10 प्रॉफिट आहे. बी च्या एका प्रोडक्ट बरोबर ₹20 प्रॉफिट आहे. ए चे एक्स प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चर करतोय, बी चे वाय प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चर करतोय. सो देन व्हॉट विल बी द टोटल प्रॉफिट?
Sir,
Yes.
depend upon the sales. किती sales झाला.
Okay, no, just consider that whatever you are manufacturing, it is going to sell. A चे किती पण प्रोडक्ट तुम्ही मॅन्युफॅक्चर करणार आहे, हे सगळं सेल होणार आहे. सो दॅट कंडिशन यू जस्ट लिव्ह इट. व्हॉट यू आर हॅव्हिंग इन्फॉर्मेशन, ए चे प्रोडक्ट एक्स नंबर ऑफ प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चर करताय, बी चे वाय नंबर ऑफ प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चर करताय. एक प्रोडक्ट जर विकला ए चा तर 10 रुपये प्रॉफिट आहे. एक प्रोडक्ट जर विकला बी चा तर 20 रुपये प्रॉफिट आहे. एक सिंपल, लेट्स मेक इट सिंपल. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, if suppose mango, okay, see, selling price of mango, let's take selling price of mango. Okay, suppose you are having a mango tree and you are going to sell the mangoes. Okay, so selling price of mango is, let's take in rupees 100 per dozen. Okay, per mango will be very high. Okay, so let's take an example that mango selling price is rupees 100 per dozen. Okay, now if you are having, I write here quantity. Okay, we'll take the time but understand it properly. सिंपल मिनिंग काय, एक डझन मँगो जे आहे त्याचा रेट काय, 100 रुपये डझन. ओके, यू आर हॅव्हिंग क्वांटिटी ऑफ 10 डझन ऑफ मँगो. व्हॉट विल बी युअर टोटल प्रॉफिट? इथे सांगा मला सिंपल. आता
1000.
कसा काढला?
100 into 10.
येस, 100 into 10. एक डझनचा रेट 100 रुपये, आंबे किती? 10 डझन. टोटल प्रॉफिट विल बी 100 into 10. ओके, सिंपल.
1000.
नाउ अप्लाय लॉजिक हिअर. एका एच्या प्रोडक्टचा प्रॉफिट 10 रुपये. असे किती प्रोडक्ट आहेत तुमच्याकडे? एक्स. ओके, I'll just enlarge this. Come to this statement. I'll maximize this. Okay. One product of A, just look it in a table. One product of A, if you will sell, you will get a rupees 10. असे एक्स ए चे किती प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चर करताय तुम्ही? एक्स नंबर ऑफ प्रोडक्ट. राईट. एक प्रोडक्ट जर विकला तर 10 रुपये मिळत आहेत. असे एक्स प्रोडक्ट जर विकले तर किती मिळतील?
10x.
10x. सिंपल, 10x. ओके, गेटिंग? हा 10x म्हणजे कशाचा प्रॉफिट आहे? हा फक्त ए चा. ठीक आहे, प्लस तुमच्याकडे आणखी एक प्रोडक्ट आहे टी, त्याचा प्रॉफिट किती आहे? रुपीज 20 पर प्रोडक्ट. असे किती प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चर करताय? वाय. किती प्रॉफिट होईल फक्त बी चा? 20 वाय. गेटिंग द मिनिंग? राईट. आता मॅक्सिमम प्रॉफिट किंवा टोटल प्रॉफिट एवढाच असेल ना. एक्स चे प्रोडक्ट किती मॅन्युफॅक्चर करताय? ए चे प्रोडक्ट एक्स करताय. एकाचा प्रॉफिट किती? 10x. किती मॅन्युफॅक्चर करताय? वाय. एकाचा प्रॉफिट किती? 20 वाय. म्हणजे हा ए चा प्रॉफिट प्लस बी चा प्रॉफिट. दिस इज युअर टोटल प्रॉफिट. इक्वेशन मिळालं? राईट, सिंपल. ओके, अंडरस्टँडिंग? सो
Yes, sir.
right,
Yes,
so
sir.
that's how,
Yes, sir.
that's simply you'll have to understand. Any problem?
No, sir.
Yes. Okay, so राईट. सो आता याच्यामध्ये मी किती जरी प्रोडक्ट ऍड केले तरी फक्त तुम्हाला पर हेड प्रॉफिट माहित असलं की क्वांटिटीने मल्टिप्लाय करायचं. आता इथे ऍडिशनल काय झाले, फक्त समजा सी असला असता, सी चे समजा झेड प्रोडक्ट असले असते तर आय जस्ट गो ऑन ऍडिंग. ओके, सो दिस इज युअर मॅक्सिमम प्रॉफिट. समजा याच्यामध्ये मी ए चे प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चरच केले नाहीत, जसं तुम्ही मगाशी सांगितलं की बी ची जास्त सेलिंग प्राइस आहे त्यामुळे फक्त बी मॅन्युफॅक्चर करा. एक्स ची व्हॅल्यू किती येईल? 0. 10 into 0. आणि जे काय वाय चे मॅन्युफॅक्चर करताल ते मल्टिप्लाय करा. राईट. सो इफ इट विल बी 0, नो प्रॉब्लेम. ओके, बट दिस विल बी युअर इक्वेशन. राईट, दिस विल बी युअर इक्वेशन अँड दिस इक्वेशन इज कॉल्ड ॲज, हे तुमचं मॅक्सिमम प्रॉफिट आहे. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड ॲज ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह फंक्शन. मिनिंग लक्षात घ्या. ऑब्जेक्टिव्हचा अर्थ काय झाला? अल्टिमेट एम काय? आता याच्यामध्ये या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये डू यू हॅव एम ऑफ मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग मोर नंबर ऑफ प्रोडक्ट? तुमचं एम काय? जास्तीत जास्त प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चर करणं हे एम आहे का? नो. डू यू हॅव एम ऑफ मॅक्सिमम युटिलायझेशन ऑफ मशीन? नो. Okay, what is your aim? Simple. How to get maximum profit. And aim is nothing but the objective. So that this kind of statement is called as an objective function. This kind of statement is called as an objective function. Okay, are you getting? Aim. Okay, so this will decide the aim. This will decide the objective. So objective is to get maximum profit. That's how you will get the maximum profit. Okay, now I'll, before going ahead, I will show you another one example. Okay, now just read carefully. Right. Okay, look at here. Newly set up small ice cream company. What is the product? Ice cream company is planning to launch two types of ice cream. किती टाइपचे प्रोडक्ट आहेत? दोन टाइपचे प्रोडक्ट आहेत. Two types of ice cream. What are the products? Chocolate flavor and mango flavor. आईस्क्रीम फ्लेवर इज चॉकलेट फ्लेवर अँड मँगो फ्लेवर. जसं मागच्या केसमध्ये आपण प्रोडक्ट ए आणि बी कन्सिडर केला होता. इथं काय? चॉकलेट फ्लेवर, मँगो फ्लेवर. ऍज पर मार्केट सर्वे, लोकल मार्केट कॅन हॅव मॅक्सिमम डिमांड ऑफ 6 बॉक्सेस ऑफ चॉकलेट आईस्क्रीम. म्हणजे मार्केटमध्ये तुम्ही जास्तीत जास्त किती सेल करू शकताय? आईस्क्रीमचे 6 बॉक्स आणि चॉकलेट आईस्क्रीमचा 1 बॉक्स. ओके, 6 बॉक्सेस ऑफ चॉकलेट आईस्क्रीम and 1 box of, look at here, right? Okay, so where it is given, yes, come to the here statement. This is additional information. Okay, time being, just we'll keep this aside. Okay, come to this statement. Profit per box is rupees 10 and rupees 8 for chocolate and mango flavor ice cream boxes. Okay, okay, so just see the red colored lines. Small ice cream company, two types of ice cream, chocolate flavor, mango flavor. What is the profit for chocolate flavor? Rupees 10 per box. What is the profit for mango flavor? Rupees 8 per box. Okay, how much production of each ice cream boxes should be done to maximize the profit? Okay, so now here, can you tell me objective function as we have done in the last example? दोन प्रकारचे आईस्क्रीम आहेत, चॉकलेट आणि मँगो फ्लेवर. चॉकलेटचा बॉक्स 10 रुपीज पर प्रॉफिट, मँगो बॉक्स 8 रुपीज पर प्रॉफिट. सपोज चॉकलेटचे बॉक्सेस एक्स मॅन्युफॅक्चर केले, मँगोचे बॉक्सेस वाय मॅन्युफॅक्चर केले, टोटल प्रॉफिट किती असेल? Two types of ice cream, chocolate and mango, per head profit 10 rupees, 8 rupees. Chocolate box X, mango box Y. What will be total profit?
10x plus
10x 8y.
10x plus 8y. 10x plus 8y. Right? Got the things? That's how it is simple. आता हे मिडलला जे दिलंय, that is what? Restriction. जसं मगाशी काय होतं restriction? एक मशीन तुम्ही 20 तास यूज करू शकताय, दुसरी मशीन 24 तास यूज करू शकताय. तसं इथं रेस्ट्रिक्शन काय बघा? लोकल मार्केट कॅन हॅव मॅक्सिमम डिमांड ऑफ 6 बॉक्सेस ऑफ चॉकलेट आईस्क्रीम. 6 boxes of chocolate ice cream. मँगोच्या बॉक्सला त्यांनी रेस्ट्रिक्शन दिलेलं नाही. ओके, डिफरंट काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लेम. ओके, सो टाइम बिंग, जस्ट अंडरस्टँड दी ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह फंक्शन. सो हिअर युअर ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह फंक्शन विल बी मॅक्सिमम प्रॉफिट. मॅक्सिमम प्रॉफिट इक्वल टू, कन्सिडर करा चॉकलेटचे एक्स बॉक्सेस आहेत, मँगोचे वाय बॉक्सेस आहेत. किती बॉक्स पर बॉक्स प्रॉफिट किती? 10 रुपीज. सो 10x plus it is 8y. Okay, that's simple. It is 10x plus 8y. 10x plus 8y. This is called as a objective function. This is called as a objective function. Okay, come to the previous problem now. Okay, so you got the objective function 10x plus 20y is your objective function, right? So next things we have to go for constraints. ओके, आता फक्त जर एवढीच इन्फॉर्मेशन असेल की मॅक्सिमम प्रॉफिट किती असेल 10x प्लस 20y, याचा अर्थ काय, समजा मी x ची व्हॅल्यू जर, लेट्स टेक दिस ऑन डिफरंट स्लाइड, दिस इज युअर ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह फंक्शन, एवढा तुमचा प्रॉफिट आहे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आता मी काय केलं, लेट्स टेक x ची व्हॅल्यू 100 बॉक्स, सॉरी 100 आयटम्स, y 200 आयटम्स. ओके, सो मॅक्सिमम प्रॉफिट किती येईल, मॅक्स प्रॉफिट x ची व्हॅल्यू 100, y ची व्हॅल्यू 200, किती होईल मॅक्सिमम प्रॉफिट, 5000. सिंपल, 10 into 100 प्लस 20 into 200. काय केलं मी, फक्त x आणि y ची व्हॅल्यू पुट केली. आय हॅव जस्ट केप्ट x and y व्हॅल्यू. ओके, 10 into 100 1000, 20 into 200 4000. okay, so 4000 plus 1000, it will be rupees 5000. okay, so your maximum profit will be 5000. x आणि y ची व्हॅल्यू मिळाली की फक्त याच्यामध्ये पुट करायची इक्वेशन मध्ये, it will go on increasing. okay, next part, if suppose x is equal to, let's take it 50, and y is equal to, let's take it is 100, then what is the maximum profit? x ची व्हॅल्यू आता किती घेतली, 50, and y ची व्हॅल्यू it is 100. how much it will be, how much it will be,
1500.
50x plus 1. Equation सांगा.
2500. इथे बघा, हे 10 into किती 50 प्लस y 20 into y चे किती आयटम आहे 100. ओके, सो हे किती झालं, 10 5, 10 into 50 500, 20 into 100 2000, means it will be 2500.
Yes.
इथे लक्षात, 10 into 50 500 आणि 100 into 20 2000. ओके, हाफ केली आहे फक्त, बरोबर आहे ना, राईट.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
येस, आता ठीक आहे. याचा अर्थ असा झाला की मी एक्स आणि वाय ची क्वांटिटी जर वाढवत गेलो तर प्रॉफिट वाढत जाईल. आता बघा, इथे मी एक्स आणि वाय ची क्वांटिटी किती होती, 100 आणि 200, त्याच्या बरोबर निम्मी केली, 50 आणि 100, प्रॉफिट निम्मा झाला. याचा अर्थ जर क्वांटिटी डबल केली तर प्रॉफिट डबल, क्वांटिटी ट्रिपल, प्रॉफिट ट्रिपल. डज इट मीन दॅट आय कॅन मॅन्युफॅक्चर एनी नंबर ऑफ प्रोडक्ट? ठीक आहे ना, तुमचं एम काय, मॅक्सिमम प्रॉफिट. कसा मिळतोय मॅक्सिमम प्रॉफिट, यू इन्क्रीज द नंबर ऑफ प्रोडक्ट. इथं 100 आहे, मी 100चा 1000 केलं, इथं 200 200 2000 केलं, तर प्रॉफिट तेवढं वाढून जाईल. बट कॅन आय डू रॅन्डमली? व्हॉट इज द प्रॉब्लेम, हिअर इज द प्रॉब्लेम. किती प्रोडक्ट मॅन्युफॅक्चर करायचे हे रॅन्डमली डिसाइड करू शकत नाही. प्रॉब्लेम काय, कारण मशीन पी फक्त 20च तास चालते, मशीन क्यू फक्त 22च तास चालते, राईट. सो हिअर इज द प्रॉब्लेम. ठीक आहे ना, ओके, राईट. सो here comes the restriction, here comes the restriction. okay, so now how to define the restriction, that part we'll understand tomorrow. okay, possibly I'll try to have the lecture in the morning, so we can have the better understanding. Once again we'll revise the things in the morning and then we'll define the restrictions. okay, don't get confused, the things are very very simple and we are trying to understand it with the very simple examples or normal routine examples. okay, once we'll try to digest these things and then we'll go for the analysis and graphical solution part, right? So let's close it here and tomorrow we'll in the morning we'll once again solve the things. okay, right?
Okay, sir.
okay, ठीक है,
Yes, sir.
चलो, good day.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Just
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
put your roll numbers in the chat box and then you can log.